Have you ever wondered what that is? Just take a look at that. Wonder what that is? Maybe it's familiar to some of you. Hmm? Yeah. So you probably know that's the insert for the bracket that comes with an AT2020 USB Plus, but I couldn't show it to you in such great detail with the focus on the camera if I didn't ask for help. And so today's podcast episode is all about being willing to ask for help. And we'll talk about that coming up in this episode of the VO Heroes podcast. So as I'm sitting here and I'm talking to you, this is kind of standard for the podcast. I work in this space. I work with this camera. I work with this setup, this backdrop, this microphone. But it's actually different than it was just 4 hours ago when my friend and client, Hopper Stone, who happens to be a very successful, very, very well-regarded, very powerful in the industry set photographer, still photographer on sets. And I asked him for help because I wasn't getting around to doing what I wanted to do. And what I wanted to do was to be able to show you things like this on camera when I'm talking like this, and then put this up toward the camera and have the camera focus on it like it is. And then when I pull it away, the camera goes back and focuses on me. The camera that I'm using right now is the Sony ZV-E10. And it's very similar in many ways to the camera that I used for several years, the Panasonic Lumix G7. The image is very similar, the way it handles lighting, the way it handles sound, the way it feeds into my computer when I record. But the one difference is it has this feature that allows me to show you an object like a microphone or a cable or the cord, the connector for the cable, or this little piece of brass that confounds those that try to install the AT2020 USB Plus on a mic stand like this, and this fits on top of this mic stand or is removed so that it can fit on another type of mic stand. There are European threads, there are American threads. This is an adapter. It comes with the AT2020, but it really confounds people from time to time. And so I wanted to be able to show that to people. I wanted to be able to show that that kind of an object in these podcasts from time to time. Sometimes I just talk about sort of concepts. Sometimes I'm showing you objects, etc. And I needed to upgrade my stuff. And I was kind of just putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. This camera has been sitting here on the desk waiting to be installed for 3 months, 4 months. Yeah. And I finally decided it's time for me to ask for help. And I want this to be a message for you. When you need help, don't feel too proud to ask. Okay? Don't feel like you have to put things off because you need help. That somehow it's an admission of a frailty or failure or some sort of a deficit, right? You're a human being. And you don't know everything. In fact, you don't even know what you don't know, right? So ask for help. If you need help from me, if you're a VO Heroes Pro and you need help from our coaching staff or from other VO Heroes, if it wasn't for Hopper, I wouldn't be able to do what I've done on camera here today. And it's a tiny little thing, but it's so valuable because I'll be able to show you things in detail. And then when I'm done showing you things in detail, when I show you that in detail, I can set it down and I'm not out of focus. So that's what I wanted to accomplish. I needed Hopper's help. I really appreciate the fact that he took the time to do that and to help me. And now I'm off to the races with something that I really needed to get done. So, how about you? Are you cautious, hesitant, shy about asking for help? Or is it easy for you to do? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to know what your thoughts are, and feel free to hit the like button or subscribe to the channel or hit the notification bell if you want to know when these episodes come out. Pass this on to another voice talent or on-camera talent that you think might benefit. I'd love it if you'd do that. I'm David H. Lawrence the 17th. I thank you so much for watching and for listening, and I will see you in the next episode of the VO Heroes podcast.